Nubia Red Magic 7. Best Big Phone 2022. Best for gaming.
Smartphones designed specifically for gaming still feel like a relatively new concept, but Nubia has been extremely prolific during that time. In the 4 years since the first Red Magic handset, the Chinese company has unveiled no fewer than 13 gaming phones. Not all of these have been released outside China, but that doesn't apply to the Red Magic 7 series. Both the regular and Pro models are getting a global launch, although the Pro won't arrive until later in the year.
Design and build. Same 6.8 inches display with no notch. Premium design and built. Still bulky and heavy.
Despite all the changes between generations, Red Magic phones have maintained a relatively consistent design throughout.
It remains the case here as the Red Magic 7 is a large, bulky device with a bold aesthetic that's sure to turn heads, but in the right way? Screen and speakers. 6.8 inches Full HD plus AMOLED display.
165Hz refresh rate, 720Hz touch sampling.
Impressive results, despite no upgrades.
The display is arguably the most crucial aspect of any phone, and Red Magic phones have consistently produced impressive results. That explains why there are almost no upgrades to the Red Magic 7's display. It remains a 6.8 inches, 1080 by 2400 AMOLED panel.
I'd like to see the resolution increased to 1440p, but it's not a priority. Most Play Store games run at 1080p anyway. Specs and performance. Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 and at least 12GB RAM. Excellent performance across the board. Limited to 128GB or 256GB storage. Despite starting at a mid-range price, Nubia always includes the latest and greatest Qualcomm chip in Red Magic handsets. In the case of the Red Magic 7, that's the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1. Software and apps. Red Magic OS 5.0 over Android 12. No guarantees on software updates.
Various gaming-specific features. As expected, the Red Magic 7 runs Nubia's custom Red Magic OS over Android 12. Parent company ZTE doesn't make any specific commitments on software support, but the phone should be updated to Android 13 at the very least.
Cameras.
Same triple rear cameras as last year. Better results, presumably due to software.
Noticeable improvement to selfies, too.
On paper, the Red Magic 7 has an identical camera system to its predecessor. That's a triple rear setup, consisting of 64MP wide, 8MP ultrawide, and 2MP macros. Battery life and charging. 4,500 mAh battery. Underwhelming battery life, even on non-gaming tasks. 65W fast charging gets full charge in 30 minutes. Disappointingly, the Red Magic 7 has a smaller battery than both the 6S and 6S Pro, 4,500 mAh compared to 5,050 mAh. It sounds like a minor change, but it's enough for battery life to become one of the phone's main weaknesses.
Price and availability.
Despite being the standard model, the Red Magic 7 has a higher price than last year's 6S Pro. You'll pay at least $529/$629 at launch, although you do get a generous 12GB RAM in exchange.
Nubia Red Magic 7 specs. Android 12 with Red Magic OS 5.0.
6.8 inches Full HD Plus, 1080 by 2400 OLED display, 20:9, 165Hz.
Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 1. 12/16/18GB RAM.
128/256GB internal storage, non-expandable. 64MP main, 8MP ultrawide, 2MP macro cameras.
8MP selfie camera. Fingerprint scanner, in-screen. Wi-Fi 6E. Bluetooth 5.2. GPS. NFC. 5G, mmWave, sub-6. USB-C. 4,500 mAh non-removable battery. 65W wired charging. 170.6x 78.3x 9.5 mm. 215G.